The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, why every man them are thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me, big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy, big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
British, I'm your wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out.
Hello, and welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the best in music, fashion, entertainment. What's up, everybody? We've got a fantastic show for you today. Before we get started, let me introduce my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey, everybody. Good to be here. Having a good time today. I hope. What do you think of this scarf I'm wearing? I think it's too faggy, right?
Oh, I think you look very debonair.
No, it's very faggy looking. This scarf I bought in 1975 in Main Street, Flushing, Queens, where Fran Drescher's from, at a store called Chess King. Somehow it got into my memorabilia box and I just found it. So this scarf is as old. Well, I can't say who it's as old as because she'll kill me. But anyway, this scarf, I was 35 years old when I bought this scarf. Now I'm 1,200. How many years old is this scarf? 45? 40 years old is this scarf. That. Which goes to show you if something is really designed well, it doesn't go
Actually,
out
the
of
chat room
style.
says they love it.
I think it's very Cary Grant.
Yes,
I'm Cary Grant, I always wanted to be Cary Grant, but I wound up being Jane Russell. How that happened, I'll never know. But I did. I actually, as a little boy, 8 or 9 or 10 years old, I used to go see all the war movies because the war was over, and now they did these victory flicks, where they killed the Japanese and the Germans. And Betty Grable was a singer and a dancer at the time, and Betty Grable made all those musicals. And I said, when I grow up, I want to be Betty Grable, and I want to stand on top of a Jeep and sing songs to all of the army. Well, I never got to be Betty Grable, but I did sing to the troops in Palm Springs with the real Jane Russell. She sang for the troops. So I guess that's kind of like almost it, right?
There you go. We'll go back to that. What's up, Mr. Chad Murphy, the man behind the boards?
Jimbo, Ronnie, how you doing, fellas?
Hello. Oh, my God, we died again.
Oops, sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic. What's going on, fellas? How you doing?
Play yourself later. It's not that important.
Oh, jeez. Drink your orange cup or something.
I'm so glad you're there, though. I was about to freak out.
Are you getting worried? Nope, all here. What's going on, listeners?
He might have been making out with Dean and they couldn't get to the studio quick enough.
Stop
I'm
it.
making out with Dean, I'd kill myself.
Nice scarf.
Thank you. Does it look kind of nice?
No, we just need a windstorm or a sandstorm or something.
No, it's very, very
Put it over your mouth real quick.
Everybody in the chat room likes it, and they say we sound good this week too. So what's up, chat room, everybody? First of all, if you're tuning in now, you can go to w4cy.com and go and join the chat room, and you can chat with all of us. You can hit the ITV button and see Ron and I waving at you. We want to give some shout outs to the chat room. We got guest Daddy Muir, Cindy from Lady Lake Music, Jimmy McCrary, which, by the way, for anybody looking for great entertainment news, you want to go to Over the Moon. I messed that one up. Overthemoonnews.blogspot.com, where I just found out today that they're making Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the 8th story, 19 years later. I can't wait. I love Harry Potter.
It's probably going to bomb. They always do that. They have a classic, wonderful piece, and then they want to make money again, and they make a piece of crap.
Anyway, but you wouldn't have known it if you didn't read overthenews.blogspot.com.
Well, that's true.
So there you go.
That's a great. It's a great place to read. I want to show everybody.
Oh, hold on. Wait. I'm not done with the chat room.
Oh.
I'm saying hello to people real quick. What's up? So we also got Guest Franklin. I don't know who that is. We've got Irish Ginger from the Irish Ginger Show, and that's on W4CY on Fridays, I think, at 4 o'clock. And now you can go back and say anything you want. How's that? What's up, chat room? Thanks for tuning in.
I want to show everybody my thousands and thousands and thousands of dollar smile. Wait, I got to lift my lips because I have no smile.
Wow.
See my teeth, aren't they gorgeous? They screw it in. They did a number. My mouth is like the George Washington Bridge. It's got suspension. It's got rods. It's got everything stuck with these goddamn teeth. But I'm talking funny because there's a piece of whatever retainer bar they have temporarily across the inner portion to hold the.
But you're not talking funny.
To hold, yeah. Well, it's saliva. That's why I'll be sucking the whole show. I don't want you to think I'm dreaming of Jimmy's nipples. I just. It's
that was terrible.
That was a low. I had to do it. I had to say it because I needed a comeback. All my fans said, "What was wrong with Ron all these weeks? He wasn't his crazy self." That's because I had this friggin' mouth that was killing me. They were putting screwdrivers. One guy put a dynamite in a hole and blew off half of my jaw.
In the chat room,
no, but it's true. Dentistry today is wonderful, but I asked the son of a bitch to knock me out. They did knock me out when they put the screws in because they screw into your gum, and that's no friggin' joy. And they gave me the Michael Jackson juice.
You're saying too much information.
No, but it's true. So I was out cold. For that. But darlings, you wake up. And when you wake up, the pain is there. It doesn't go away. And the pain is excruciating. It's like, forget it. Anyway, you're right. We shouldn't discuss it. It's so negative and nasty. But look.
But you look beautiful.
I have a smile now. For so many weeks, I was running around with that broken tooth in the front. I look like Happy Halloween. And I had to turn down a couple of very good interviews that I wanted to do with some pretty important people because I couldn't be filmed with 2 teeth missing and a cracked tooth in the middle. That's what had happened when they started working on you.
There you go.
Anyway, I'm perfect now.
What's up? We also want to give a shout out. Ken Pettigrew's in the chat room. Morley Schulman was in the chat room. I don't know if he still is. Hello, Morley. Morley, how you doing? Stefan is in the chat room. Lots of people in the chat room. We're going to have a fun show today. We've got a bunch of cool new music we're going to play. We've got Devon Sawa coming on. You guys know him from a zillion movies, and should be a lot of fun with him. And Jimmy McCurry says you're sounding like you're doing much better, and everybody's happy about that.
Yeah, well, the dentistry crap is over now. I don't have to ever do this top thing again because, what can you do? Half of my teeth are fake now. So the good ones we can drill and fix, but the fake ones you never ever have to touch, and it's wonderful.
Everybody's happy that you're doing better, and we want to thank everybody too. Our last week's show had almost like 1.5 million plays, even though we had technical difficulties. We had a good time. We had a great time.
Difficulties.
We had a great time with Marshall Bell and Jackswick.
You call those technical difficulties?
Yeah, that's what you call them.
I call them downright fucking shit mistakes.
Wow.
Horrible crap that happened on our show.
That's okay.
I never had, when I had my show in California on Time Warner Classic, on Time Warner Network, I was with Time Warner Cable. We never had those problems because we had cameramen and we had sound men. And of course, I had my camera girl, Stephanie Pote. I always get her. Sometimes I say Poontang. No, it's Stephanie Pote, who is one of the best camera women in the country. And she's with, you can look her up if you need a camera person. She's with Women in Film. She's brilliant. What she can do with a camera, nobody else can.
Well, we're hoping we're not going to have any problems today, but you never know. It is live, you guys. We are live, so if there's a problem, there's a problem.
When and if we ever do get to California, which we're hoping for, Stephanie will be our camera person. So you're going to see some really beautiful camera work. Really, I mean, smooth and clean.
We look good today, though.
She's good because you know what? If I'm saying something really interesting or important, she comes in for that close-up. And then when you're saying something soft, she kind of goes away and then comes in for a 2-shot. So Stephanie makes the camera act for you. You don't even have to act. She's a brilliant woman, Stephanie Pote. P-O-T. How do you spell her name?
P-O-T-E-E, I think.
Yeah, I love her. I don't even know how to spell her name. Well, her name used to be different,
That's all right. So, Chad, how was your weekend?
No, she was married.
Okay. Well,
and I know her by her old last name. No, it's not. That's her maiden name.
Okay. Well, that's the one anybody would find her. That's how they would find her.
I know. They'll find her now. But I'm with Stephanie 10, 11 years, and she was married then, and her name was, I'm not going to give it, but it was an entirely different name.
Okay.
Meanwhile, she's a dancer. She's a what do you call them? Competitive dancer. She does ballroom dancer, and is she fabulous?
You have to watch out when you say dancer.
Well, ballroom dancer, and she's fabulous. I mean, and she's beautiful, and she's sweet, and I love her to pieces.
Okay, so let's go back to Chad. Chad, how was your weekend?
It was good. We rocked a few venues and did a little bit of partying here and there, and I was just thinking to myself, where's y'all's dog?
We put the actual block up so he can't come down here because he He's so big he tears everything apart.
No. The truth of the matter is he got more fan mail than Jimmy did. And Jimmy said the dog has to go.
Right on. You got to bring him back. I think he was part of the star of the show. So
I think he was part of the star of the show also, but Jimmy can't deal with the competition.
He'll come back once in a while. I didn't mind it when I was sitting on the other side, but now that Ron's got me on this side, that means the dog comes to me first instead of him.
Do you know why I changed places? Because I'm a fair performer. I'm not a mean Joan Crawford type performer. When Jimmy was on my side and I was where Jimmy is, and when Deirdre came on the show, I had center stage. Center stage belongs to the star. It doesn't belong to the co-stars. So I said to Jimmy, you've got to move over because next week Deirdre's coming on. And when Deirdre comes, you're in the middle where it should be. I should not be in the middle because it's not my show.
Wow.
It's half my show. Don't you think it was wonderful of me? Aren't I terrific? Don't you just adore me?
The good thing this is recorded. A moment in time.
Don't you wish you could hang around with me and hang on my every word?
That's the only time ever anyone will ever hear that he's not the star of the show.
Yeah, what happened to all those other shows?
You know what?
The other 500 shows.
Right.
You know what? It is called the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
Right.
It's like saying it's, Jimmy Star eating food with his dog. Or Jimmy Star is on an airplane and Ron's on the wing because he couldn't afford the ticket.
Hold on, Ron.
It's kind of like, okay, I don't mind being co-host. I've never co-hosted in my life. I've always had my own shows. My Have a Heart show was mine, and it was always starring Ron Russell. And, of course, Set the Record Straight was starring Ron Russell. So it's okay. I don't need to be a star anymore. I've been a star long enough.
He's finally realized it. Well, good.
I could be a second-rate class star. Let Jimmy have the moment.
Why don't you both share the stardom?
No, with Jimmy, there's no sharing stardom. Jimmy has an ego bigger than his dick. Trust me. I wish his dick was as big as his ego. I'd be smiling a lot more.
That's not nice.
It's true, honey. You have an ego like 14 inches long and 17 inches round. I mean, you have an ego, my dear. He's got ego. Just to be a fact, he named himself Star. I mean, I would never name myself. And then my name is Star now because we got married. I'm Ron Russell Star. So I don't use the star. I just use, legal.
That's just because I couldn't trademark my real name, though.
I know, but you could have taken Stevens.
Don't forget I started out no, it doesn't, because I started out as a clothing designer and it needed to be something that looked good on a t-shirt.
Your name was Stewart. You could have made it Stewart.
No, I couldn't.
Or Stewartberg.
No, listen to that.
You could have been Stewartberg.
Anyway.
If you're a designer. You're in the Shimata
Jimmy
business.
Star
You
was
could
a
have been Stewartberg.
good name. It looked good on T-shirts with logos.
So now I'm Ron Russell Star. I mean, that's a little embarrassing sometimes.
Listen to him. He loves every second
No, I
of
don't love it. But you know what? It's good because my real initials that I was born with are RRS. My real name is Rolando Rocco Cesarigo. How'd you like that one?
Wow.
So, yeah, that's it. That's why I'm Ron Russell. Hello, casting directors. They see that name. They say, what is it, a language? Is it a book or what? Is it a name?
So here's what I want to do real quick, Chad, just so people get an idea who our guest is, because I don't want to play a bunch of videos when he's on. I thought we could play the video for Final Destination. Everybody will kind of know who he is if they don't know who he is. I don't know anybody who doesn't know who he is. But he's super awesome, and this is like the first in the Final Destination movie, so this is when the show was really, really good. And he was basically the star of the first Final Destination. He's the star of lots of stuff. We're going to have a great time with him today, but I thought we'd play the trailer for everybody.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody.
Wait a second. In the second half of the show, folks, we don't have a guest. So we're going to critique all the movies we saw in the last week and a half.
There you go. So this is it, everybody. This is Devon Sawa in Final Destination.
I got this feeling. It's a weird feeling.
The cabin starts to shake, right? And the left side blows up, and then the whole plane just explodes. The plane's gonna explode! It's not a joke! It's not a joke!
We get thrown off the plane all because Brownie has a bad dream?
I saw it.
The plane! It's gonna blow up! It's gonna blow up!
All 287 passengers are feared dead.
Because of you, I'm still alive.
In death, there are no accidents. No coincidences. And no escapes.
Did it happen again? Did you see Todd die?
What if it was our time? What if we were not meant to get off that plane? What if there is a design, then it's not finished?
By walking off the plane, you're cheating death. You have to figure out when it's coming back at you.
What are you, God now?
He knows which one of us is next.
You have a responsibility to tell me.
I knew I should have hit on Tammy in the pool that time.
I'm not gonna let it happen, okay?
Nobody has control over life and death unless they are taking lives and causing death. Now, can you promise me that no one else is going to die?
Good movie.
Got it. That's.
I'll see you soon.
It's still on, going on and on and on. And now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star, the star of Final Destination. Sitting there, you guys can all see him on your ITV. Hello, hello, and welcome Devon Sawa to the Jimmy Star Show.
What's going on, guys? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you.
Awesome.
Introduce me so I could talk to
So,
him,
yeah,
please.
before we get started, let me introduce you to everybody. This is my cool, outrageous co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Every fucking week has got to do that introduction like nobody knows me. I get crazy from it. Listen,
Hey, Ron, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I cut to the chase. That movie looks good. Where can I see it? Netflix? Somebody place?
I don't think it's on Netflix right now. I'm sure it's on iTunes. It plays on HBO all the time. That movie came out in the early 2000s.
Tony's a friend of ours.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I just saw him at the Final Destination 5 premiere.
So
he's in all of them.
So you starred in that movie. That's a big lead. That's a great.
Yeah, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, listen, I have a complaint to make.
Wait. We got to introduce him.
To whom?
Hi, we got to introduce him to the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad
here we
Murphy.
go with
You can't see me, but welcome to the show.
And then we've got a chat room full of people. Lots of fans. Say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everybody in the chat room.
There you go. Now go ahead, Ron.
Complaint time. Here we go.
I have a complaint to make.
All right, do it.
Jimmy has got to stop bringing you gorgeous men on this show because I'm starting to feel like an ugly old fuck. I need to have some old bags on the show. I want wrinkled, old, horrible, one-eyed, pus coming out of their ear people. So
man, you're making me blush.
Listen to me, the last three shows, one was handsomer than the other and younger than the other. I felt like Father Time. I mean, enough already. Now, where did you get your face from? You're French, right?
No, I'm Polish.
I thought you would be like Devon something or another.
Yeah. No, my dad came over from Poland to Canada when he was 5 or 6 years old. Commuted there with his mother and father. So my mom's a bunch of stuff from Canada. She goes back generation and generation in Canada. So she's a lot of things. But I'm Canadian, Polish Canadian.
Yeah. Well, you know that what's his name who just won the election yesterday, Bernie Sanders. He's Polish. He don't look like you.
Well, give me 40 years. I could. Bernie Sanders could look like me. You never know. I haven't seen young pictures of him.
I don't think he ever looked like you, to be truthful.
I don't know. Bernie Sanders could have been a nice looking man back in his day.
Well, I heard that he did nude pictures with Obama.
Proof. Send pics. It didn't happen.
So Obama and he years ago they did some porn in Burbank.
Obama and Bernie did. That's
Bernie.
Amazing.
They did happy marriage porno. They were promoting
presidential spread.
Well, they were trying to promote gay marriage back in the 1950s. Didn't work. But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say now. See what happens when you get old?
I have something to say though, because first of all, it's really cool that you kept your looks, because you were like a teen heartthrob when you were actually even before you were a teen, you were like a heartthrob. You've made it all the way through with a successful career. You still have your looks. You still have you're not like in some kind of mental institution or something. So you handled child stardom well.
That's because you did drugs, right?
Well, truthfully, I took a break at the age of 25 just because I'd been working since the age of 11, and right to 25, picture after picture. I was very fortunate, And I was burnt out at 25 and doing movies that I didn't really want to be doing anymore. That was doing, Final Destination, it opened the door to a lot of these horror films. And I did some ones that I wasn't so happy with. And I just stepped out of the limelight for a little bit and took a break for 5 years. Got into some real estate and then came back. And now I'm back.
Sometimes you have to step back 2 steps to go 3 forward.
The thing is, when I stepped back for those 5 years and I came back, I realized that I really loved this. I realized this is really what I wanted to do. You know what I mean?
No business like it. Absolutely.
There's no business.
How's it though, being like a child star? Because first of all, I went on YouTube, right, just to Google you to see if I could find any trailers. Like I got the Final Destination trailer. I went on there, and there has to be like thousands of like fan videos of people who all they do is post pictures of you to music,
Right.
and there's so many of them that it's hard to find like your movie videos because there's so many like fan videos. And how was that like growing up being like, like such a heartthrob? Because it wasn't like you were the goofy guy. You were always like the love interest, heartthrob, making out with Christina Ricci. I mean, you were doing like all the cool
as a
stuff.
young guy, it had to be difficult because I know a lot of the old stars, like Mickey Rooney people. I knew Mickey many years ago. And I asked Mickey about that. Mickey said, I always had a heart on, he said. And I was banging every chick that bent over or I could. He was amazing. And Ava Gardner was his wife. I mean, he never banged Judy Garland, though. They were just friends. But Mickey Rooney definitely screwed everybody at MGM if they gave him a chance.
You don't have to tell us all that.
No,
Just
no,
tell us how it was.
Am I trying to compete with Mickey Rooney right now?
No, but what I'm
you want the stories, you want the deep stuff of my childhood, and
what I'm saying is, handsome like you, young, the poontang had to be thrown at you constantly. So therefore, you can get a little egotistical. You can think Don Juan, and that leads to let's get loaded and have sex, which leads to let's do drugs, and then it leads to let's commit suicide. Sure. And thankfully, you didn't do any of those things.
No. You know what the thing is? As far as those videos goes, it's very flattering. Being a child actor, I wouldn't have traded for the world. I luckily had 2 very supportive, strong parents that would have kicked my ass had I started doing stupid shit. I did some crazy stuff in my early 20s and whatnot. I had some fun. I went to some clubs. I've been to the Playboy Mansion a few times, whatever. But nothing too crazy. And I wouldn't trade as a child actor. I got to travel. I got to meet amazing people, or work with amazing people. So I was very fortunate. I think that I had fortunately had a very good time with it. I wasn't doing parties at the age of 15. I would do my movie in America, and when we were done, my mother and I would fly back, and my father and everything in Canada, and I'd just go back to normal public school, and just be a normal guy.
Were your parents European? Well,
my grandparents were very Polish European, and
dad.
My dad was,
He was born in Canada?
He was born in Canada. No, he was born in Poland.
That's why you are straight. Because, see, I'm not straight, I'm gay. But my my father made a mistake. I have an Italian father who told me I would rather see you dead in the grave than 2 things. And I said, what are the 2 things, Papa? He said, one is a drug addict and the other is a fag. So I didn't know what to say to him about the other. So I never did drugs.
But you stayed clean of the drugs? Well, he got 1 of 2, right?
Well, look what I got. I got Jimmy Starr. He and I are married 3 years. We're the first gay TV host and radio host in the network.
Congratulations.
We're a unique set. We're the only ones they haven't killed yet.
What's it like going to work with your spouse every day? You're on each other's throats all day long?
You know, I live separate lives at home. Okay. I have my thing that I do, and I'm busy with I have a TV show also. I'm busy with my work, and I don't see him. He's in the office from 8 o'clock till 5 o'clock. He'll come out a couple of times during the day.
We're lucky we get to work at home.
Yeah, to say hello to me, and then I'm on my computer doing my work.
I have an audiobook company, and I run the urban and pop divisions of the largest independent record label in the world.
I could do that bullshit later. You're interrupting my whole thing. The flow is good. And then at night, 5 o'clock is cutoff time. Jimmy can't cook. Jimmy called asparagus one day, those long green things. And the other day in the kitchen, he's running around, where's my hand? Where's my hand? I said, what's wrong? Where's your hand? He meant the mitt, the glove to open the pot lid. So that's Jimmy's experience in the kitchen. So
you being from an Italian family, you must.
Of course I cook. I mean,
exactly.
I cooked when I walked. And then if we like, we eat in bed. So then we watch TV, the crap that's on, the horrible reality shows, all the lying people, the politicians that are lying one worse than the other.
What kind of shows do you like to watch? Do you watch television?
I do. Well, I watch whenever something good's on. Right now, I'm watching the People versus O.J. Simpson. I almost said Larry Flint. People versus O.J. Simpson. And what else am I watching? I watch a lot of documentaries.
That's all I do. Now, tell me something. Are you watching The Mystery at Oak Island?
No. What is that?
Oh my God! You got to be kidding me.
What is it? It
is the #1 hit show in the world.
Channel.
It's on Tuesdays at 9:00 Eastern Time. It's about these 2 millionaire brothers who are now on Oak Island off of Halifax, where there is treasure that was buried, and the traps that they have to go down to the treasures. 9 people or 7 people died so far, and they think it's the coven is there. The
Ark of the Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant was buried there by the whatevers. Anyway, it's the most intriguing, fascinating show every week.
I don't watch it.
The only problem...
So this is history scripted? This is the scripted...
It's unscripted. It's not a story. It's reality.
The reality show called The Curse of Oak Island, where they're trying to find the Ark of the Covenant.
Please, it's in reruns now. You've got to watch it. You'll get hooked. I watch it every week religiously.
Did you watch Making a Murderer?
No, but I want to... Is that good? I want to watch that.
It's not as good as The Jinx, I think. Have you seen You've seen The Jinx, right?
Yes.
I think.
It's not as good as The Jinx, but it's still good. It still gets you.
I started to watch it, but then I watched it for like the first 15 minutes, and I was like, I don't know if this looks that good.
How many
The Jinx or Making a Murderer?
No, Making a Murderer.
Yeah. You got to get to episode 2 or 3 before it really starts to, things happen.
I watch a lot of stuff while I'm doing paperwork and stuff, and so I watch a lot of stuff there. So I'll have to watch that. I want to see that.
How many movies of yours do you think I've seen?
I wouldn't say a lot because they're geared toward a very younger crowd. Very, very younger.
Now, double fuck you.
No, I was. I mean, you haven't seen Final Destinations. I knew that.
Actually, he's seen one of the Final Destinations,
but not with you.
We had Bobby Campos on, and he was like in one of them. I don't know which one.
Right. We have so many friends in these destinations.
I'm a horror movie junkie, so like before I met Ron, I had never seen a black and white Turner Classic Movies movie, but I watch every horror movie, whether it's A, B, C, or D horror movie. I watch all of them, so I've seen everything. And we lost our picture, but I'm sure it'll come back.
Oh, wow.
Chad,
we lost our handsome guest.
Did we lose him, too, or did we just lose the picture?
We just lost him.
Okay.
Oh, good. So the $20 I gave you to get rid of him in the middle of the show, you did. Good boy. There's another 20 if you keep him off the air for the rest of the show.
Thank you, boss.
Just let his voice in. We don't need to see his face.
Well, while we're getting hooked back up with Devon, we want to give a shout out to Goddess. What's up, Goddess? How you doing? Yes. Got us in the chat room. Are you calling him or is he calling you, Chad?
It just says hold on while we try to get him back.
Oh.
There's 2 things in the world I hate. ISIS, #1, and Skype.
Number 2.
So
here, while we're bringing him back, Chad, maybe we should just hang up and call him back.
Roger.
So it doesn't try to bring him back, and we'll see what we can do with that, and we'll figure out how we're going to edit that later, or just let it go.
Ron's job.
It's live TV, so and I was thinking otherwise we could play a music video. I mean, play a trailer for one of his films.
But that movie trailer we just saw looks very exciting.
It's a great movie.
I want to see. Could we watch it tonight, maybe?
If we can find it, yes.
You want Chinese food tonight? I'm not cooking.
Okay.
We can have Chinese food, eat in bed, and watch Final Destination 1, is it?
Yes, the first one. I just called Final Destination because it's the first one, so they don't
Good.
call
We
it
have
one.
a date tonight.
There we go. So, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
Can you play a video while we're trying to get in touch with him?
Yep.
I hope he didn't get offended when I said "fuck you." I meant it affectionately.
No, he'll be coming.
Yeah, I meant it with caring. If I didn't like him, I would never tell him to go fuck himself.
All right, you guys. So listen. Devon's got a movie. I think it's coming out later this year. It's called Life on the Line. And it looks like a really good movie. It stars John Travolta, Devon, Kate Bosworth, Julie Benz, Sharon Stone, and Ty Olson, who's also been on the show. And we're going to play the trailer for you while we're trying to get him back on. So hope you enjoy it. And here it is. And Chad, you keep pumping.
Daddy!
Right here, sweetheart. Daddy got you something. In case lights go out.
I just don't want you to go.
You know I have to.
You be careful now. No shortcuts.
Yes, ma'am. Damn it, Bo!
What? Look, you missed one right there. Oh, no. Do it right the first time. Don't do it at all, Bo. Get him!
Your Uncle Bo is going to take care of you.
I need you to be strong. You men ain't gonna be with us no more, right?
Hey, Mama, you remember Bailey Ginner?
Bo Ginner's niece?
Mama, we're gonna have a baby. I'm gonna be a daddy.
You don't even have a job.
And I do have a job, Mama. I told you, I'm a lineman.
Who hired him?
Can't tell you did, but I can tell you didn't.
Watch your blood pressure, Mr. Ginner. I'm getting to the bottom of this.
You're a lineman? You just get yourself killed.
You checked the pole?
I did. It's good.
Check it again.
Bo, I watched him the whole time. He got it right.
This contract's over. I never want to see your dumbass face again.
It's tracking in fast. It's coming in off the Gulf. Power's already out in parts of Louisiana.
Well, gentlemen, it's going to get bad.
Your father left me with nothing. I take care of no baby.
I know I got no baby!
Firefighters can't get to the fire, so we got to find the breakers and kill the line.
And remember, this whole train could still be hot.
If you think that 500,000 volts ain't something to worry about, you a damn fool. Any little distraction will kill you. So we look after each other. You are your brother's keeper.
The lights are out here. Damn backup generator shorted because of all this rain. You gotta get the power on.
Transformers popping everywhere. The county is dark. I don't want to put my men down there in the storm.
Lineman, Bill. That's what we do.
Got it! Hey, cable guy, can you get me free HBO?
Well, Mason, have you ever handled a line that had 500,000 volts in it?
I can't say I have.
Well, it's a hell of a lot different from cable TV. I can guarantee you that.
Coming soon.
Hey, everybody. So that's on the line. I mean, that's, what's the name of that again? I forgot already. It's called The
Shocker.
No, Life on the Line.
Shocker.
It's coming out later this year. It's got John Travolta, Kate
Shocker.
Bosworth, Julie Benn, Sharon Stone, and Ty Olsson. I got an email from Devon saying he'll be calling back in 2 seconds. So he must have had some kind of technical problem.
Roger that.
In the meantime,
it's a shocker.
In the meantime, that movie looks awesome. We'll talk with him about it when he calls back. And I've got one other trailer for one other film that he's got coming out, and it actually comes out this Friday. And
but seriously, what is his name again? Chad.
Are you serious?
Hi, baby. Chad, is there anything else we could use besides Skype? It blows our show every friggin' week.
Anything.
I mean, it's so primitive, and yet everybody uses it. I mean, Good Morning America uses Skype, and they never.
There was nothing wrong with Skype. But obviously, if something was wrong with Skype, you wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. It's basically a connection problem on his end.
Oh, because Good Morning America, they're using, like, they copied us. Now they have the screen. I know everybody's doing it. Isn't it sad?
What, the Skype thing?
Yeah, everybody does it.
Now,
Skype,
now Lara talks to the screen like I do now.
Mm-hmm.
I can call Lara and ask her about. I'm going to tell her too, Lara. You're copying my scene. We talk to the screen because I know Lara really well. Lara's a family friend for years and years. Lara Spencer, that is. She's my other daughter. She's my daughter Leslie's dearest and best friend since kids.
So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do one more trailer, and that way when he comes back, we can just talk with him. And if you guys remember that cool movie SLC Punk with Matthew Lillard, and Devon was in it when he was, young. This is SLC Punk 20 years later. It's called SLC Punk 2, and comes out Friday, I believe. This Friday. Probably has a limited theatrical release. Devon's in it, so let's play the trailer for everybody to see it, and then hopefully we'll have him back on the line when the trailer's over. How's that, Chad?
Rolling.
My father was a punk.
Everyone knows that story.
Hey, let's go the long way around to Salt Lake.
Late.
I thought you guys had no rules. I thought you lived life and took risks and fucked systems.
Damn, Ross, you are a bizarre individual.
I mean, just like Dad. What was his life for, other than to die?
He accidentally overdosed on Percodan. He thought they were vitamins.
Classic.
How long has it been since you've seen Trish?
Do you hear yourself?
She's got a problem.
Maybe I'm overthinking this.
When Ross's mom gets a call saying,
Ross is drinking. He's really drinking.
My son doesn't drink.
Is there any more beer? What actually happened to my poor boy to make him become so melancholy on such a fine spring day?
I know what you're thinking. You think I'm all screwed up because of some girl, but it is so much bigger than that. Oh my God.
How do you know my son?
I met him 3 years ago down on State. He was hanging out with some, not crusties, but...
skate punks?
Not skate punks.
Gutter punks?
Gutter punks.
I had this cousin who was a full-blown Mormon.
I'm gonna stop being aloof. Let's give that man a ride.
And they found him in a hotel room.
Really hungry, you don't mind, do you? It's just mushrooms.
With hookers.
You don't buy that kind at the grocery market, man.
And your perspective is your perspective, and like, if you had my perspective...
Meth hookers.
People should sell this stuff. You make a fortune.
Shit, man.
I'm worried.
I can't imagine Ross at a punk concert.
Just try and stay calm.
Asshole! Oh, what?
I'll come by and pick you up and we'll go look for him, okay?
That guy is not in the circle.
It's fine. I'm like his uncle. Fucking uncle to him.
Me too.
I need you to step back now. Run! Go! Shit!
Bleeding heart, lefty drug addict.
You make me? Who makes these people?
I will run you through with my blade.
Why am I hearing about this for the first time?
Ross fell in love.
I heard about this girl too.
I'm a terrible mother. Ross, what is going on with you?
I need you to see me. This is who I am.
Ross had to fill Bob's shoes his entire life.
I'm just not interested. I mean, you're not.
A punk, right?
Disneyland and the sea. You and me. Today was off the hook, man.
You think it's a good idea to threaten your customers with, actual death?
Why do you think they come in here?
Going to Salt Lake City.
At the end of the day, I'm still dead. So fuck you.
Going to Salt Lake City.
That looks good.
So
Very
everybody,
good.
that's Punk Stand, SLC Punk 2 coming out this weekend, and now we are back with Devon Sawa.
Hey, Devin, I thought that you were offended because I said "fuck you."
I'm so sorry.
No, I said that with the. No, that was like, I'm from Brooklyn, and when we used to see each other in the street, we say, "Hey, how the fuck are you?" Yeah. Oh, fuck you, I'm good. It was no big deal. I was about to send you flowers and candy with an apology letter saying, "I'm sorry I said that, and I hope you weren't offended, you big fucking sissy." But you look like a tough guy. Hey, in the movie you just said, "Oh, I heard you in the movie and said fuck you." The movie we just watched, the trailer. What is it called? The movie?
Punk's Dead.
Movie we just watched.
Punk 2.
That's a long title. And what is it?
Punk's Dead, SLC Punk 2.
Oh, I can never remember that one.
What happened to you?
Well, I don't know. It's the internet went out first. I don't know. I'm up in the hills. We have the worst internet. I don't know. It's just. I apologize. I'll come do dishes at your place for a week. Cause I don't know. I goofed. My bad.
That's okay, because we're going to be in LA hopefully by the summer with a studio, and then we'll have you come in and sit with us.
I owe you.
And I lived up in the hills. I lived above not Topanga. What the hell is it where you cut through? Laurel Canyon. I lived up on Laurel Canyon. And if I tell you we never got TV, telephone, I mean, I don't know what it is, that little area. I didn't live too far from Real Valentino's house. And this is 40, 50 years ago. Right. I rented it, a beautiful little cottage that supposedly Marion Davies rented. That was the Hearst guy's girlfriend. I rented it for $300.
Fellas, you're breaking up.
Yeah.
$75 a month. Could you believe that? I wish those days were back. Up on Laurel Canyon, all the way up.
It's ridiculous.
So let's go back. Don't you hear that? He doesn't hear. $5 a month. $375 a month. That was back in 1967. Now you probably pay $6,000
a month.
Could you imagine? And I thought that was a lot of money. We were trying to
No, you can't imagine it.
No, we were trying to figure out how to pay for it.
Yeah, dude, that's the water bill now.
A lot of money.
$375 is what we pay for water.
No, that's a tip at the Ivy.
Timothy Ivy.
All right, so can you hear us? Yeah, he's got a delay. No, he can. Yeah. Hey, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
You're a cool guy. I like you. And that's why I took the confidence. Confidence.
Hey.
Just say that. Feeling bad about
So,
doing
Chad,
that.
what happened? What happened with all our sound and everything? Like, why was it good and now it's not so good?
We're
Because
all
we have
fine.
shitty equipment.
Yeah, we're all fine.
Chad?
And for some,
Chad, oh, I hate this show.
Chad.
Yo!
There?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know why it happened to it. So
Call back or
okay.
something. Go to
I
a
missed
song break.
I wonder so much.
What do you want me to do, Chad?
Song break. Do something.
You want me to call you back?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
No, you now.
Oh, now I can see you good. Actually, no, I don't know what just happened to
Let's
it.
get into some personal stuff. You know, my friend Jim Westlake, who lives in Palm Springs, a gay guy, around my age. I read it on my Facebook when we announced that you were going to be on the show. He did, like you fainted. So you got all the girls after you, the boys too. You got the gay guys drooling for you. You got the girls drooling for you. That's got to be good. Well, I have women liking me, believe it or not. They don't care I'm gay. They say, I don't need a man anymore. I thought, how demeaning is that? What do I look like, a freak? You know, we don't need a man anymore, so we go out with a gay guy.
So was there a question in there
I
someplace?
have no idea.
I was actually waiting for a question, and then it went into a whole other thing.
Oh yeah. The question is, how do you handle the ego that you know when you go into a restaurant, half of the people there want to ball you?
I don't know if that's the case, really. I would like it to be the case. I don't know if that's really the case.
My best friend for years was the legend Jane Russell.
Right.
Okay? Jane and I were brother and sister. When we would go out, I would say to her, we went to a restaurant, I'd whisper in her ear, Jane, do you believe every man in here wants to fuck you? And she used to smack me and say, stop that. I said, but it's true. Every man that's looking at you wants to grab those famous boobs or wants to bang you. How do you handle it? She said, well, I'm not a pervert like you. I don't think of those things. How do you handle it when you walk in especially if you go to a gay restaurant? And although
go to a gay restaurant,
I'm sure he's got gay friends, he doesn't look like a square to me. Don't you have gay?
I've been to my share of gay restaurants. I just don't.
Of course he has.
I don't know. I don't think about it. I don't think of if I'm being eyed up.
And checking out your crotch. What do you think, they're looking for zippers?
Do men at gay restaurants really check out other men's crotches? Does that really happen?
I do.
Do you? Really?
Well, like you look at boobs, right? If a chick walks in with 6 inches of cleavage, you're drooling. Well, if a guy walks with an 8
if you see a man in a restaurant and he has a nice bulge, you'll point that out and say, look at that man, he's got a great bulge?
We won't point it out. I'll just give him my phone number on the way out of the restaurant.
Oh, man.
There's a joke. There's an old joke. A woman is sitting with her husband in a restaurant, and there's a man across from her on a table, and his zipper is open. Woman doesn't know what to do. How is she going to tell him his zip is open? So she figures, I'll write him a note. And she wrote the note. She said, dear sir, I hope this doesn't embarrass you, but your zipper is open. And P.S., I love you. So talk about size queens.
All right, so listen. All right, I'm going to change. First of all, I like to do this thing. And basically,
meanwhile, wait a minute. Polish, kibasa. Oh, yes.
Oh, gosh.
Kibasa.
Right.
We're going there.
Take off the hook for a minute. Okay, so I like to do
Only
this.
because you look like a nice guy who's fun and you're straight. You're a good straight guy because you play with gay guys funny-wise.
Why not?
A lot of straight guys go, I'm not doing that fag stuff, you know. Meanwhile, they're in the bathroom on their knees in Bloomingdale's department store. Ever hear Bloomingdale's 7?
Is that the department store nowadays? It's Bloomingdale's?
Bloomingdale's.
I'm learning all sorts of shit on this store. Bloomingdale's, bulges in restaurants.
7th floor Bloomingdale's in New York. It's like 20 latrines in a row. You walk in, there are 20 men standing there, never moving or leaving. You have to pee in the sink if you have to go. So there we go. No more gay stuff.
All right, no more gay stuff. I'm ready to go. Here's what we're going to do. All right, first of all, I like to do this thing where I just kind of like, it won't be everybody you've ever worked with, but I always like to do this like bragging thing for the guests since they don't do it usually themselves, of like all the cool people you've had an opportunity to work with. And it won't be all of them. It'll be the ones that I like a lot that are in the different movies. And some of them have even been on our show.
And some are friends of mine, so stay nice.
That's right. So I'm just going to do this for everybody who's listening. So you guys, Devon's had the opportunity to work with some really great, cool people like Christina Ricci, Demi Moore, Thora Birch, Melanie Griffith, Rita Wilson, Hank Azaria, Bonnie Hunt, Jamie Sheridan, Francis Fisher, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Scott Bairstow, Cloris Leachman, you know her.
Francis and Cloris, two friends.
Matthew Lillard, Annabeth Gish, Jason Segel, James Duval, who's been on the show a bunch of times, Christopher McDonald, who we were at his ranch in New York last summer, Vince Vaughn, Monica Potter, Joey Lord Adams, Seth Green, Jessica Alba, Vivica Fox, Fred Willard. You were staying in the Eminem video, so you got to work with Eminem, which is like dope as hell.
Dr. Dre directed it.
That's right. Ali Larder, Tony Todd, Sean William Scott,
Tony
Bill
Todd,
Pullman,
3. There we go. 3.
Gabrielle Anwar, which I was in an episode of Burn Notice, so I got to meet her. Sue Bridget Wilson, Jason Schwartzman, Jamie King, Laura Prepon, I love her, Judd Nelson, Tom Arnold, Xander Berkeley, who's been on the show a bunch of times, Shane West, I love, Melinda Clark. Who else we got? Sharon Stone, John Travolta, Kate
Sharon
Bosworth,
Stone, 4.
Julie Benz, Ty Olson, he's been on the show. And now you did something also with Sarah Clark, because she's in SLC Punk too, and that's Xander's wife. And Scott Speedman, Sean Hattasey, and Ellen Barkman. And I'm sure there's a zillion more, but like that's enough to get you going, just to make you look like you are a big shit, dude. Congratulations.
With a work cast like that, my friend, the only thing you're lacking is the fucking Academy Award. You've got to get in a film where you could win an Academy Award.
We're working on that. We're really trying on that one.
So this way I could say when I watch you on television, oh, I know him.
So here, let's talk about the movies that you got. First of all, while we had our little problem, we played the trailer for Life on the Line with John Travolta, Kate Bosworth, Julie Benz, Sharon Stone, Ty Olson, and you. Very cool movie. It's about the line worker. I don't know, is that what you call them, line workers?
Yeah, electrical line workers, sure.
They say it's like the top 3 most dangerous jobs, I think, in the world.
And most underappreciated.
And just the trailer, because I haven't seen the movie. The movie's not out yet, but it looks incredibly like an incredibly intense job, like to climb up with all that electric and everything. So tell us a little bit about the film, when you think it might be coming out, and how was it working on it?
It was amazing working on it. John Travolta and I went down to Texas for a while and went to this place, this real school where they teach line work, where we got to climb poles and use some of the tools they use and cut lines and fix them and whatnot. And just hear some of those guys' stories, and you get a sense of how underappreciated they are. You know, when your power goes up, the first thing you do is you start complaining and you start, throwing your hands up and how dare they. But these guys are out there risking their lives to get us just the simple things, just to use our toasters and ovens and whatnot. So it was really good. It was really good to show us. There's a whole story to it too. It's like it's a drama, but just show what they do out there and show that we're appreciative of it. And then working with Sharon Stone was one of my career highlights. She plays my mother in the film. She's an alcoholic living in a trailer with me, and man, she came to set and she was on fire and she brought it, and it was just so much fun to watch. And then, of course, Travolta was amazing.
Nobody messes with Sharon Stone, that's for sure.
She's so talented, man. She stayed in character for the whole time on set. She was very by herself. She sat in her chair. She stayed very intense. And then it was like a clinic, man. I was a sponge that day. I just watched and
about the movie with Sharon. Sharon goes into some other world. And she's absolutely, I've seen her with not a drop of makeup on, just, oil on her face, cream. God, is she gorgeous. I mean, she's beautiful. And she's no chicken. She's like my age. And she doesn't look lifted or shot up. She's just a beauty. As far as personality goes, she's like me. She's got a dirty mouth and she tells it like it is. And that's why I love Sharon Stone. Getting back to dirty mouth. The reason I curse on the show is I cursed in the beginning of the show when I came on years ago, and then I decided not to say fuck anymore.
I just got a message that you need to contain.
I know. And people no, but wait a minute. People wrote in saying, "We miss it. We really enjoyed it because you say it in a funny way." So I made them a promise that I would only say 10 Fs in a show. So I think I used up my 10.
Yeah, you used up your 10.
Okay, so there won't be any more Fs. But I have fans that relate to that sort of talk, and they love it because it's real. We're a reality show. I'm talking to you now like you're my buddy. We're at a bar having a beer. We're not an interview show. We're a conversation show. I bring out the naturalness of the guest.
Hey, I love it, man. It feels like you're not being fake.
No, I brought it out with Lauren Bacall, Tony Curtis, the greatest legends of Hollywood in my TV show that I had in California called Set the Record Straight. I interviewed only the great legends. I asked Jane Russell what size brassiere she was. I talked to Lauren Bacall about Humphrey Bogart and how she had an affair with Sinatra, all that shit. And they were wrecked by it. But afterwards, they said, Ron, it was the most honest interview I have ever done. So what I do when I talk to you is I bring out your humanity. I make your fans and people know you better than just as a screen personality. Now people that listen to our show, they're going to say, gee, he's a regular guy. He takes a joke. He's cool. He plays back. And they're going to love you better. And that's what I think all actors should do with their fans is show them who they really are. Not play the Gloria Swanson, I'm a star, that kind of shit. Where a lot of I'm good friends with one I wish I could mention his name, and I love him, but he's such a snob. You know who he is.
Don't mention it.
No, he's my age. He's tall.
Give me a hint at least.
And he's my age. He's tall. He's thin, and he always has a tan. And now he let his hair grow out to white, and he's gorgeous looking for a man of 70, whatever. And you know who he is.
He's got a reality show.
And he has a reality show. And he used to date Elizabeth Taylor, but that was kind of a make-believe thing. Anyway, it's George Hamilton. George Hamilton is a fabulous, wonderful guy. But, man, he is a star. And when we're in his company at parties and stuff, you best know he's a star. You don't say, hi, Georgie. You're lucky if you get away with Mr. Hamilton. How about if you're – this pisses me off. No, I'm an actor also. I've been on many a set over the 50 years of my career. When you're on a set and they tell the extras, do not talk to the principals. Or stay away from, George Clooney, which he's not that way. George is very friendly. But do you go for that? If you're on a film and it's your film, you're the lead principal, the star. And they say to you, don't talk to the extras if they come over and admire you. You wouldn't do that.
No, I would never do that.
But
I got to be honest though. There's been a couple of times where I've asked ADs to ask an extra or somebody or crew members not to talk because they're a little crazy or whatever. But I treat everybody on. I try to treat everybody on. I mean, I'm Canadian. I try to be nice to everybody. That's what we do, eh?
Well, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm nice to everybody too. People that are nice are nice. They come from all over.
Sure.
But I don't like that snobbery on the set.
No.
Story. True story. Forgot the actress's name. She was playing with Joan Crawford in a movie, and I forgot the movie, but I'll tell you the story. She walked in the morning and said, "Good morning, Joan." Joan went over and said, "I want her off the picture."
Yeah.
And they took her off the picture because she called Joan Crawford Joan. What kind of shit is that? You're a fucking actor. You're working in a factory 50 hours a day, sweating, peeing yourself because you can't get to the bathroom on time, and you're going to be a star and a super-duper person. Meanwhile, you had 4 abortions, and you live with 12 guys, and you just shot up some heroin. So where do you come off being so fabulous? I really don't like some of my fellow actors.
Oh, that's funny. Because
I worked with some doozies. I've had my share of...
I'm going to get to Frances. Frances is a dream come true. Adore Frances. Brilliant actress.
Frances
Fisher.
Yeah, we worked with her a while ago. We still stay in touch on Twitter. Yes, amazing.
I love her. She played my daughter Deirdre's part in a play that went cross-country, and I was sitting next to Frances while my daughter was on stage, and I kept saying, she's a movie actress. She never did live. Frances, I'm going to kill myself. Where's the exit? I have to sneak out. And then midway through, Frances turned to me and she squeezed my hand. She said, "Ron, she's an actor." And I was crying and thrilled because coming from Frances. The other one who I love and adore, who's my buddy, I've interviewed her 3 or 4 times, crazy Cloris Leachman. She's out of her mind, but she's wonderful.
Now, you were a child when you worked with Cloris.
Yeah, I didn't work directly with her. She'd worked different days on that film.
Oh, you had scenes with her?
I didn't have any scenes with her. I don't even think I met her. I think we were the young actors, because it was all of the older actors remembering when they were younger. So the young actors flew in first for a couple of months, and then the older actors came in after. But I mean, Demi Moore was there all the time, and because she produced
So nice. I heard Demi Moore could be a little on the nasty side.
Not back then though, because she.
No, I know two people that work with her who I won't mention, and they said that she wasn't the easiest to work with.
Anyway,
is that true?
We do the podcast. From what I remember, she was a doll. From what she was amazing. From whatever she actually did, one of the greatest things of my teenage years. I was a huge Bruce Willis fan at the time, and she surprised me with him on the phone one time. And as a 14-year-old boy to be talking to Bruce Willis. It was one of the highlights of my young career was to talk to him. It was small talk, but it was like Bruce Willis was on the phone.
You got to make out with Christina Ricci too in like 2 films, right?
I did, yeah.
But you can't go by what people say, because I worked with somebody not long. Well, I didn't work with. I had a big fight with somebody a couple of months ago, a manager of Adam West, Batman. Flatly refused for me to do an interview with Batman. I just finished doing Julie Newmar, who's an old buddy. And he said the lighting is not good. I said, look, and I showed him on our camera how beautifully Julie looked. And he just insisted until it broke out into a fight where I really got at, because he threatened me. He said, I was going to give you, who was he going to give me? Two movie stars. Yeah, the one, Shirley, I was going to give you Shirley Jones and somebody else, and now I'm not going to give them to you. Publicly, he just humiliated me like that, so I let him have it. What's the point?
I don't know what's the point.
I have no idea. I lost the point.
Hollywood's a crazy place.
It's a crazy place.
Wait. So now if you talk to him, he's going to say bad things about me. So it's just a matter of who you talk to. Now,
that was the point.
Now Tony Todd,
greatest guy
what's
ever.
to say about Tony Todd? But what's better than Tony Todd is, have you ever met his sister, the body? She got like 35 kids.
Monique Dupree. She's a horror movie actress.
35 children. She shits them out every week. She's got a body to drop, a body like I've never seen in my life. A body beyond belief. And she's gorgeous. And she's a sweetheart. I love her. She's one of my people.
All right, I want to move this back around to SLC Punk, because now we got SLC Punk 2 coming out, right? Mm-hmm. You were a youth in the first one. I guess you're like grown up in the. Are they your kids in the second one?
No, they're. It's basically a reboot. James wrote the script and wanted to bring a new generation of punks into the scene, and he just filters some of the older punks from the old movie back into it through it. We kind of tie in different ways, but he's just rebooting the punk scene for a new generation.
I love it. First movie was awesome. I'm a huge Matthew Lillard fan.
He's great.
And so the fact that they did the second one, you look terrific in it. Like when we were playing the trailer, Ryan was like, he looks like he's like 25 years old.
No, that's not what I said. I said, oh my God, how old was he there? He was a kid. Jimmy said, no, that's now. I said, who's his makeup man and lighting and camera person? You look like a 25-year-old kid. I couldn't get over it. I want to add something, and this is very dear to me and very personal to me. Are you married?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, shit.
That's all. Yeah, I've been with the same. I've been with the same girl for almost 13 years now. We've been married for 2. We have we're married for 3. We have a wonderful little boy. We have a little girl on the way.
So congratulations. No, I have a beautiful daughter who was second runner-up in Miss America. She's a green-eyed blonde who looks like Grace Kelly. She's gorgeous. She's wonderful. She's the #1 table designer. She works with Michael Aram, and she's an old maid. I can't unload this bitch on anybody. I mean, really.
And every hot guy who we have on the show.
I won't tell you who she went out with, but she went out with a very famous movie actor, and he played her dirty because in Miami he was screwing some models, and my daughters turned off and said, no more guys like that. I want a regular guy. But my daughter doesn't realize that she's not a regular girl. She's Lara Spencer's best friend. They run around together, Good Morning America. I mean, Leslie is an exceptional woman. She's fabulous. Do you have a friend that we could fix her up with?
So if I wasn't married, you were going to try to set something up with...
Yeah. And what's nice is she's Italian. She cooks. She's homebody. She's not a putana. She doesn't run around.
Italian girls got a little bit of attitude, though. I grew up in a predominantly Italian neighborhood, and those Italian girls, they're feisty. They're feisty girls.
Get older, though.
No. I must tell you, my daughter is almost a platinum blonde naturally with green eyes. Her mother was Dutch, and her mother was Hendrika, the cover girl model of the 1960s. So her mother was beautiful. She looked like the movie star Verna Lisi. Leslie has my looks with her mother's combination, but Leslie's personality, if you knew her, You go to the house, she cooks for you, she offers you food, she sits down, she's a regular girl. No attitude, because I'd knock the shit out of her if she had an attitude ever.
Congratulations on your marriage and your
Yes, and your new coming
children.
baby. You know it's
Thank
a girl.
you.
How come you know it's a girl?
We found out it was a girl like, I don't know, month 3, month 4. We just want to know.
I hate the world today.
Why?
Because years ago we didn't know what it was, and the surprise couldn't wait. It was wonderful.
I needed the prep time for a girl. I needed to get ready for a girl. I need to learn that whole
son, though, to protect the daughter. So that's going to be a really
well.
Cool
My
thing.
Condolences to your last statement, because you have no idea what you're getting into. Oh no!
I know that it's going to be easy until she gets till the age of 12 and 13, and then I enter into a crazy world.
I have 2 daughters. I have Deidre, who's an actress who does our show once in a while. She's a gorgeous redhead with blue eyes, another old maid. Girls today don't want to get married for some reason. They just like their lives as career women. They go to dinner with friends. They date important men. They go away with these men for weekends, and then they go out with, it's a whole different world. Not too many women want to get married, have kids, get fat, sit in the house and cook and clean. That sort of is like looked down upon now, which is terrible.
How did you meet your wife?
She was in when I had taken my break. I went back to Vancouver, Canada, where I'm from. She was in the film business there, and we met kind of. We met at a kind of a party thing, and then we met again somewhere else, and we started hanging out and ended up just being together. And then she was with me. She was with me when I decided to get back into film, and
she's Canadian.
Supported me.
That's super
Is she
cool.
French Canadian?
No, she's a mix of everything. She's half Russian and half of her mother's side is all mix of all sorts of things.
Smoking hot, right?
I love Vancouver.
She's smoking hot.
Yeah, I believe she'd be
my
smoking
most
hot.
favorite place in Canada, and you will agree with me, the most beautiful place in the world is Banff.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Banff?
I have been to Banff. I have.
So I've never seen any place as gorgeous, not even Switzerland. It is.
Have you been to Montreal?
Absolutely, many times.
Oh my goodness, that city is off the chain. That's a great town.
The gay bars are fabulous. In my younger years, we used to drive up to Quebec, Montreal. I went to a little town called La Falaise de Saint-Michel.
Right.
And I thought I was a big shot speaking French. And when I was with all these people, straight people, business people, and I decided to order the plate of food that I wanted, and I said, le plat. And everybody at the table started to laugh. And I said, why are you laughing? They said, well, in French, plot is a woman's vagina. And I didn't know that. That's a slang, la plot. So I was ordering plot, a gay man ordering plot. That doesn't work. But anyway.
All right, hang on. You got a ton of fans. They want to know some stuff. So first of all, SLC Punk, is it got a limited theatrical release, or how's it coming out? Okay.
It was supposed to be video on demand kind of thing at the beginning, but they screened it and it was liked, and so they're going to do a small theatrical, see where it goes there, and then in a few weeks it'll go to video on demand and Amazon and all the way it works nowadays. These films they go to one of these platforms, but it's going to be it's in a bunch of cities, playing for a little while, and so yeah.
Oh, you've got Life on the Line. When is Life? Do you know when they're going to release that yet, or no?
I don't know when they're going to release it. I would guess early fall. I would guess. That's going to be a little bigger of a release.
I want to ask you another question. I really shouldn't ask you this on the air because it's not a fair question. Jimmy also produces. We have several movies in the works right now that are being funded. One is, I can't get the title, but one is going to be shot in Atlanta in a couple of weeks. And then there's another one. The one that I'm talking about is the one we discussed last night. I think he would be very good for the part. There's a part that you may be very interested in. It would be second to the, or actually the good
Doesn't
guy.
matter. I can't discuss it.
Yeah, I can't. You would be well. You would be the good guy. No, I want to ask him a question. It's not It's not $100 a day film.
Right.
So it's paid. But would you work for a little less than you normally do for the value of the film and our friendship?
Yeah. You do that. You do that a lot in the film business. Like Life on the Line was a you knew the budget on Life of the Line was big, so it's a payday and you get paid there. The producers can't cry poor for that one. But if there's another script that's amazing material with amazing people attached, and you want to do it for the art, for the love of film, then yeah, you take a hit. So
the more I get to know you, the more I see you as the character. I think but we may get that script off to you. He's got to talk to his partners because they're casting now.
Wait, no, we're not casting.
I thought you were casting.
No.
I'm in the movie also, by
I
the
have
way.
to get financed. I don't like to cast before I have got the money.
But the money's on.
Money's coming.
The money's
but I
coming.
don't
It's on
actually
its
like
way.
because like we have one cool thing about the show is like I do get a lot of opportunities that come to me, and a lot of times I will pass them on because people know I know a lot of people because they've been on the show. So like
Sure.
a lot of there are opportunities that can come on. They're not always my opportunity. Just people come to me, and so one day you might get an email, and I might say, hey, this dude contacted me, and he's interested in you in a movie. Can I give him your email? Because I would never give him any information about you.
No,
or
but you
anything
can give us
without
your
it.
agent. We'll send your agent.
Yeah, we'll send it to
work
your
through
agent
your
or whatever
agent.
I love reading scripts. I love reading scripts and seeing what's up.
I don't like scripts of today. They all stink because they don't know how. In my day, there was a beginning and a middle and an end to a story. Today, it doesn't exist. This script, I read it the first time and I thought, Then I read it a second time and I thought, Then I read it a third time and I thought, oh, yes, this is going to make a fine movie. Do you ever do that with a script? You have to read it a few times to really get it?
I kind of get a feel the first time I read it, whether, I might understand it a little bit better the second time. But if something makes me sit on a couch for an hour and a half and read it, like just keep going instead of putting it down or thinking about other things, if I can just read it right through and it catches my attention, then I know there's something special to it.
Well, I learned a lesson years ago. That's why I read everything 3 times. I was offered some stock in a Broadway musical they were bringing from somewhere. It was called Cats. Mm-hmm. And I thought, who the hell's going to go to a theater and see stupid people dressed up like cats meowing?
This is a long time ago, by the way.
Long time ago. This is when Cats was still a little crappy, project. And I said to the people I was involved with at the time, I said, I'm not going to put any money. They wanted $10,000, I think, whatever, $20,000. A lot of money back then. I said, it's too much money. A stupid play like the musical Cats. No, I'm not interested. Well, hello. That's Cats, the Broadway musical that went on forever and made zillions of trillions of dollars. So
and now coming back.
Stupid me. So you have to remember, you can't just go by your first whatever. You could be in a bad mood. You could be hungry. You could be romantic. Your mindset is different. If you read it three different days, you'll get 3 different scripts. Mm-hmm. I learned that from not Lauren Bacall. Who did I learn that from?
I don't know, but
somebody, one of those old bags.
I want to get the conversation to some fan stuff real quick. He's got
go. I've talked enough. Let him go. Go.
All right. So you got all these films that you've been. First of all, do you have a film? Do you have a body of work what is like one of your more favorites out of all of them, or like maybe your top 3 favorite out of everything that you've been in?
I definitely like SLC Punk. I like Idle Hands and
Hands is awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoyed shooting it. The cast was amazing. We had such a great time. It unfortunately didn't make a lot in the box office. Columbine happened the same week, and anyways, there's that one, and I really enjoyed doing the Eminem video. I really working with Dr. Dre was a great experience.
Okay, so here's my thing, and don't say anything because Ron doesn't really like rap, so he's never seen the video.
I despise rap.
I'm a huge Eminem fan. I've seen him in concert rap. 4 times, and I have to be honest. I didn't even know that was you in the Eminem video. I don't know why I didn't know it was you until I started researching you for this interview, and I was like, oh my god, I had no idea you were Stan in the Stan. Yeah. One of the greatest Eminem songs.
I never saw that commercial. Eminem's Candy?
No, Eminem the rapper, the white rapper guy. Never mind. That's why he doesn't know anything about it. Okay, so you got to work with Dr. Dre first of all. So that was a great experience being in that video and everybody knows you from that, right? Because everybody would know you from that. Then when they see you walking down the street, do people go by and say, "Hey, there's Stan"?
No, not necessarily. When it first came out, a little bit more, but not anymore. No.
I'll have to show that to Ron.
Overall, the experience of it was just pretty amazing.
What were you doing in a rap? You're not a rap personality.
He was the star of the video.
I don't understand that. What are you talking about?
You got to watch. You might like this song. It's a little different than the usual hip hop song. It's more of a story. It's about an obsessed fan
story. You're acting out a story in this musical.
I'm writing him a letter as an obsessed fan. And I take it way too personal when he's not writing me back. And by the end of it, I kind of go off the edge and throw my wife into a trunk and drive off a bridge and whatnot. So
This. No. This is not for
It's
me.
it's one of the to me.
I'm one of these anti-violent people.
Okay, but anyway,
no, I don't care. for that.
I think it's one of the best Eminem songs out of like all his. I have all his albums. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah.
You work with Dr. Dre. So did you see Straight Outta Compton?
I did. I loved it.
The guy who plays DJ Yellow is a good friend of mine, and he's been on the show like 10 times. And I thought that movie was awesome.
Yeah, I had goosebumps the whole movie. I had goosebumps. It was, whenever they introduced a new character out of nowhere, like the Snoop Dogg introduction or whoever it was just it was kind of cool. It was magical.
But Devin, why is it all the rap music is like terrible to women? Like I was saying last week, I was in my car when I lived in LA for years. I was in my top down in my car in LA, and a guy pulled up next to me, and I hear this thing: "I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna cut you, bitch, I'm gonna kill you, woman, I'm gonna kill you, bitch, I'm gonna get you." And I thought, what the hell is this? This is my day was Johnny Mathis. Stand there just a moment, darling. Let me catch my breath. Now it's stand there just a moment, darling, while I cut you to pieces.
There's some of that, but there's a lot of the Jay-Z, the Tupacs, the Biggies, they don't really get into that kind of stuff. I don't think.
He's stereotyping it because he doesn't listen to
No.
any of it.
I've listened to a lot of rap, and it's always about beating your ass.
No, it's not always.
It's always about I'm gonna give it to you in the ass or beat your ass or something. It's disgusting. Do
you listen to rap?
I do. I listen to a lot of it. I don't listen to a lot of the new stuff, but I listen to a lot of the older stuff. A lot of the old mainstream stuff, the Mobb Deeps, the Tupacs, the Biggies, all that stuff.
I don't really like any new stuff, but I also like the Commons and the people like that do kind of like the.
I love that. Exactly. Commons is a great example of, or the Roots. These guys that would never. They're very respectable and they just rap about all sorts of different things. Whatever's going on in the world.
You feel about a romantic ballad with beautiful love words and making women feel special.
Listen, man, I got on my CD shelf. There's plenty of Sinatra. There's a lot of that stuff.
Do you like Johnny Mathis? He loves Johnny Mathis.
Well, Johnny Mathis, I know Johnny. He's the greatest singer in the world, and he's coming on our show this spring, and I cannot wait. John,
I asked him if he knows who Johnny Mathis is.
Of course
Do you know who
he
Johnny
does.
Mathis is?
I know the name. I don't. I mean, I would know the songs. I'm sure if he started singing them.
Wonderful, wonderful, oh, so wonderful, my love.
Yeah.
Who are some of your for fans? Who are some of your like favorite? Do you have like modern bands that you like a lot now?
I just picked up and started because I saw the documentary and I decided to go. I saw the Amy Winehouse documentary and I decided to go to to one of the last CD stores in LA, which is called Amoeba. And I asked one of the guys working there, and he pointed me to her jazz collection, her jazzy stuff. And man, that girl was talented. And I've been listening to a lot of that lately. And then, I listen to a lot. I listen to all sorts of different things.
I like a lot of like female like pop rocky stuff that's out now. Like Jess Glynn is really good, and
I like Lady
Jessie
Gaga.
J. Oh, he likes Lady Gaga.
I think she's made a tremendous transformation from hanging meat on herself to singing at the football game. I think she's really transcending, and she's going to be.
Now she's an American Horror Story. She won a Golden Globe.
I have a scoop. Big scoop, everybody. Barbara Streisand is doing, Jesus Christ, Ron.
40 seconds.
No, my favorite musical,
Gypsy.
Gypsy. And possibly Gaga's playing the Natalie Wood part.
Wow.
Gaga may be playing Gypsy.
Which I think on stage?
No, film.
Version of it.
And Barbara Streisand said she wants to do it as it originally was written, where it was a Jewish character.
Right.
Because Gypsy Rosalie was Jewish, as was her sister June Haver. They were Jewish girls. So Barbara can run with all her Jewish stuff, which is fabulous. We love her when she's ethnic.
Two more fan questions. So if you could have been any character from any movie that's ever been made, besides one that you already were, who would you have wanted to be? Like, what role would you like to have played?
I think a lot of the earlier movies. I agree that we had the stories were so much better. Back in the late '70s, early '80s, into the '90s. I would have taken a part on something like a Goodfellas or Rain Man or any of those acting pieces. When The Scent of a Woman, the Pacinos, the De Niro parts. They don't write those anymore. Now it's just these big event movies, these big Marvel superhero shows.
Blow it up, explode it.
Yeah, it's just all explosions and the camera moves too quick, and it's not about the story, it's about the digital effects. I would take a part in something that came out back in that era, the Kubrick stuff, the Coppola stuff.
You know what movie I'd like to see the remake with you in it? Sweet Bird of Youth.
I've never even
saw that.
Oh, would be so.
Cool Hand Luke. That's the part I'd do.
No, but Paul Newman played in Sweet Bird of Youth, and he
was Cool Hand Luke too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, sure. Because you're on a Paul Newman type. You remind me a little bit of Paul Newman.
Okay, and so
feature-wise.
The other fan question is, if you could act with any actor that you've never acted with, who's like the person? Do a male and a female of who you would really like to work with.
Male Ron Russell, of course.
Jack Nicholson is someone that I've wanted to work with since I was a young actor. I hope that I don't miss that boat. I hope that I know he does less and less nowadays. Meg Ryan is somebody that I was a huge fan of as a teenager. When a Man Loves a Woman, all her stuff, she used to be great. I would love to work with her one day. Sharon Stone, that was a bucket list. That was one of, Sharon Stone in Casino was off the hook, and it's somebody I always wanted to work with, and I did, and it melted my heart.
You might be able to work with Meg. Meg had millions of dollars. I want to meet her one day to say to her, what did you do with all that money? She's flat broke, busted, poor. I mean, Meg Ryan is busted.
So she's coming back.
She was worth millions. Yeah. So now she's looking for work and she's coming back. So you may have a good opportunity to work with her.
She was Betsy on As the World Turns. When I was a kid, that's the soap opera my mom watched, so I would see it every day.
How do these stars, Burt Reynolds, who I know for years and years, and I knew Burt Reynolds when he was the big star of stars. And Burt had everything. They used to give him Trans Ams for nothing. His business manager, Lee Winkler, was my very best friend of Global. That's how I got to know Burt. And Burt was worth millions and millions of dollars, not to mention the perks he got no matter where he went. If he went to a restaurant, they said, please come back again, that you'll never get a check. If he flew an airline and took a picture in front of the airplane, well, I'm telling him what these people had. So they never really spent their money. Burt Reynolds today, which we're going to see him now when we go to Florida, I'm going to interview him. I hope he does the interview, is broke. You tell me how Burt Reynolds got broke. He never paid for a damn thing. Everything was a perk. His clothing, anything. Like they told Sharon Stone, we'll give you the Rolls Royce for free if you're photographed 4 times in it.
Yeah, the thing, I can't say anything about those particular actors, but I've worked with actors that they just live this lifestyle, and it's got to be. I mean, they're constantly flying places. They're constantly on private jets. They're constantly going on vacation. They got a new wardrobe every time they walk out of the house. They're in completely new stuff. I mean, it's got to all add up. And then you got the agent fees and the publicist fees and the lawyer fees, and you got multiple mortgages because you need multiple houses and.
No, but I'm talking about not 1 or 2 million. I'm talking 20, 30, 40 million. I mean, a lot of money, tons of. And
look at MC Hammer. He made $130 million in 1 year, and he blew all $130 million.
I mean, would you do that if you had $130 million in 1 year? Would you do that?
No, I'm way too conservative with my money. My parents taught me all about saving it. All my childhood money, I didn't spend a penny of it. It all went into real estate. I have it all still. I'm very conservative with my money.
Well, I'm really happy that you're grounded. Your fans can see how grounded you are. That everybody loves them. We have to wrap this thing up.
Well, not really. Let's let him stay on a long.
No, we have to wrap it up.
We're over already. We did 2 hours.
We're way over. No, but I told him.
Let me say something. I told
him 25 minutes.
Oh, it's okay. He does. He's enjoying himself. This is not an interview. These are 3 buddies talking. Let me tell you something. You got to come back because you're a damn good interview. And you're a nice guy. You're a regular Joe. You're down to earth. You're somebody that if I saw you in the street, you wouldn't say, excuse me, I don't know you. You're a regular guy, and I want your fans to know that you're approachable and that you're real, and that shows in your work. Because if you're a phony, your work's going to be phony because you don't know how to tap into who you really are.
Actually, too, though, tell everybody you got on your IMDb at least. There's an upcoming movie called Animal Kingdom. Has that already been shot?
That's a TV show already been shot. I have just a reoccurring. It's a John Wells project, and I don't know if you know who John Wells is, but he's the guy behind ER and West Wing and all these brilliant TV shows. And so there was an opportunity to take a smaller role on that show and just reoccur through the season, hopefully. And I jumped on it, and so. It's apparently the pilot's phenomenal, and it's coming to TV soon. And yeah, I'll be popping up on that a lot.
Also, we should tell everybody that you're on Twitter, and your Twitter is at Devon Sawa. So it's DEON, the letter ESAWA. You guys follow him on Twitter. Do you have Facebook fan pages or anything else you need?
No, that's it. Just Twitter. I tried getting Instagram for a while. It didn't work. Facebook, no. I just Twitter's easy to filter out the weirdos, I guess.
No, you're right.
And there are plenty. Do you know John Barrowman?
I know that name from somewhere.
He plays the Dark Archer.
He was on our show a couple of weeks ago, and you remind me of him as far as being personality.
On
Nice,
Arrow,
nice
yeah,
guy.
he's the Dark Archer on Arrow, but he was also Doctor Who and Torchwood. He was just like Captain Jack Harkness. He's the coolest guy ever.
Oh, and
the name is very familiar. I'm sure he works like a beast.
He's like the American heartthrob. Everybody went. We got over 10 million views, right? How many views did we get?
7 million.
7 million views on that show.
Wow,
So
wow.
Anyway, you remind me of him, and he's a regular Joe, and we became friends on the show, and they live in Palm Springs, and Jim and I are moving to Palm Springs this summer, so we're going to sort of hang out with
we're going to contact you in there
Barrowman.
because we're going to have a studio. We would love to sit with you in a studio and actually.
My father and mother-in-law have a condo in Palm Desert.
Okay.
Which is next door to Palm Springs.
Going to do a show because we're going to be in studio again. I can't live like this. This is bullshit. This Skype prep. I want to be.
He doesn't like it either. He sent me an email. Skype sucks.
No. I
did. This is the first and last time I use Skype, fellas.
No. When I did my show, Set the Record Straight, I was in studio, and I want to do our show again in studio. But I think we're going to title the show "Hot, Hot, Hot," and we're going to invite 5 of the hottest men on that we've had, and you're going to be one of them. And John Barrowman, and of course, what's his name? Who from that wonderful, the older guy with the gray hair, fabulous actor, handsome as all hell, in his 50s or 60s.
John Lindstrom.
The one that John Lindstrom. You know John Lindstrom?
I know the name.
Crime Story.
We're going to have him on. We're going to have 5 of the hottest men in the world on that show.
There we go. We'll do just a hot men show and have
Yeah,
them all on one show.
And then
It'll
I'm
be
going to
cool.
ask you all that same question. How does it feel when you walk in a room? Do you realize that everybody wants to tear your pants off? You know what?
And are looking at your bulge.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm 137 years old, and
you don't look a day over 90.
Thank you. Even at my age, I get cruised. And I think it's just people, I don't know, even at my age, Jimmy tells you I get hit on a lot. I guess I must look easy. I don't know. But Jimmy says I get hit on a lot. Sometimes I'm not even aware of it.
And there will be men and women both, and they will literally walk in front of me, like step in between the two of us with their back to me to talk to him when we go out, when he dresses all up and we go out, and it's like unbelievable.
But, I don't think of it as a sexual thing. I think of it as they may recognize me from either show or they just whatever. How do you feel about that when people stop you to talk to you?
Does your wife get upset? Oh, she's smoking hot, so she probably gets more attention.
It doesn't matter. No. Jealousy's jealousy. I don't like it if people talk to you either.
You know what? We stay out here in Calabasas in our own little world.
I know Calabasas well.
Yeah, it's just our own little world. We don't really go out to places that we would be bothered that much. We just like to keep to ourselves. But when it does happen, it's flattering, and no one's. I've had the good fortune of not being. Excuse me. No one's treated us rudely or anything. So I don't know.
But like if some gorgeous girl with great legs and mini skirt, gigantic boobs, platinum blonde, sexy tomato walks up to you and puts her back to your wife and starts gabbing with you, does your wife pull her hair and smack her?
My wife might say something. My wife might say something.
Like
I do.
Like whore bitch, get away from my husband.
I don't know. Luckily, that doesn't happen.
All right, so we're going to let him go. First of all, everybody, follow Devon on Twitter. It's at Devon Sawa. Make sure you go see SLC Punk 2 when it comes out this weekend, if it's in your city. Also, Life on the Line will be coming out later this year. We want to wish you the best with it. We want to thank you for being a great sport and coming on the Jimmy Star Show. You're awesome.
Guys,
and
this is so much fun.
Thank
and
you
we
so
will
much.
be doing things together in the future. I'm sorry.
And congratulations on the new baby that's coming and
Thank you.
Your family. And just say hello to everybody from us. And thanks so much.
Right.
And have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Take care, Devin.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Now,
Bye.
what a nice guy.
What a nice guy.
Terrific person. See, not everybody in Hollywood is a dog.
I gotta love it. Chad, what'd you think?
What a
cool
nice
guy, right?
Every guest you have is cool.
Yeah,
That's
but but they get some are okay, but there are specials. This guy I really like a lot. I feel like he's a friend.
He's humble.
And you guys,
not even
so
humble.
Cool
He's just
movies.
nice. And you know what? When you work as an actor, that niceness comes through in your performance. There's no question about it.
True.
I find that the people that I like in person, I know a lot of celebrities, and the ones that I like in person, I like on the screen. And sometimes if I don't like them on the screen and when I meet them, I don't like them in person. There's something that is missing when they're not nice. And it shows with the you can't lie to a camera.
You guys should see him, though. He's in that TV show Nikita with Xander Berkeley. He's also in that show. He's one of the main principal.
He's a working actor. He's working.
He's worked ever since he was 11, except for the time he took a break. I wanted to ask him if he did the stunts in Extreme Ops, but you guys, he's been in so many great movies. Everybody check out Final Destination. It's awesome.
As promised, I repeat, do not waste your money and do not waste your shoe leather going to the movies to see Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar sucked.
The worst piece of crap I have ever seen in my life. It was even worse than the movie I was in, and that's pretty bad. George Clooney looked like a painted old queen. It was stupid. The plot was stupid. The movie was stupid. The story was nothing. I was spinning, and I looked so forward to seeing it. I was disappointed.
After like the first 10 minutes, Ron was like, "This movie is just." He was like,
it was
already
dreadful. And if you don't believe me, go see it, and then you'll agree with me, and you're out $14. What do I care?
It was really bad. But after we saw Hail Caesar, we went and saw Star Wars, and Star Wars was awesome.
I went to sleep because it's not my kind of thing, so I curled up in the seat and went to sleep. Then the next time we went to the movies, we went to see The Fifth Wave, which is a really good film for sci-fi. Excellent, well done,
Stars
beautifully
Chloe
acted,
Grace Moretz,
who is a beautiful girl. The film was really enjoyable. Do go see that. What else did we see?
We also saw Dirty Grandpa, which is incredibly crass, but it was
crass.
good.
Like what on our show, we could call that crass? I mean, please. In a dirty language.
Look at what he's showing everybody.
What is that? Is that Croker? Oh, I'm going to Croker. Get that off. Don't you dare show that film, Chad. I'll kill you.
You don't like that one?
Well, just show my performance. It was decent.
Go see Dirty Grandpa, everybody. It's very crass, but it was very, very, very funny.
But what I love what Hollywood is doing now is Hollywood is putting old actors with young actors, and they're writing stories to bring them together so we can get rid of the ageist mentality of people who don't like old. I think it's wonderful now that old great stars are working with young great stars, and Robert De Niro has now made 2 films doing that, and I commend him.
Yeah, the internship.
Internship in this one, and I really say, Bob, thank you. You're wonderful.
Absolutely. And then you guys, for people, especially people like Lady Lake and big music fans, anybody who's a big music fan, Irish Ginger, you guys, there's a great movie. It's called Begin Again. Ron didn't see it. I watched it. And it's about a singer, a songwriter, and it stars Keira Knightley, Mark Ruffalo, Adam Levine, and James Corden, the talk show host guy.
I love the cast.
It's really, it was a really
Why am I not
movie.
seeing it?
Because it's not on Netflix. I just like watch.
I love that cast.
It's a cool movie about a girl.
I'm crazy about what's his name. Ruffalo.
It's a good movie. Mark Ruffalo is kind of drunk in it through the whole thing.
I love him. I don't care what he plays. He's a fabulous
and Adam
actor.
Levine from Maroon 5 and The Voice, you guys, believe it or not, is a pretty good.
And who was the girl part?
Actor, Keira Knightley.
I love Keira Knightley. What a
film.
good cast.
Yeah, it's a good cast. So what we're gonna do, you guys, we're gonna take a quick music break. Hey, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
How about if we do the Adria Simone song, Nothing Comes Easy?
We can do anything you want.
All right,
Meanwhile,
so
we know what
Chad.
Wait, before we do it, we never talk to Chad anymore. Chad, what did you eat today?
What did I eat today? In fact, I didn't really bring anything. I just brought liquids and some chips and cashews.
Now, how do you feel about this thing that everybody's doing, which is the, what is it called? Where they put the antibiotics back in you? My daughter's doing it. Leslie's doing it. What is it called when you build yourself up with vitamins? It's a new thing they're doing.
I don't know.
Oh, what the hell is it called? I can't think of it.
Building up your immune system is what you're getting at.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. Probiotics?
Probiotics? Yeah, they're okay. You'll find that in like some yogurts, and they got some probiotic drinks. I just say eat the right foods, eat raw, pretty much. I say don't go for gimmicks. And if it has a commercial, you shouldn't be using it anyway.
Oh, wait a second. Do you think it really is important and it works?
I think that, yes, the right type of foods will improve your immunity to viruses and bacterias and stuff like that. So, yeah, the better you keep your immune system, the more protected you are from that crap.
And what do you think about this gluten-free crap? Cheerios now.
The only reason why we have a problem with gluten probably is because over the years, mankind has engineered the seed and the crop to produce more gluten. So I think it's just an overload of gluten. But everything in moderation. Try not to eat the same thing every day, because if you do that, your body will start becoming allergic to that.
Wow, because Cheerios now is gluten-free, and they taste like styrofoam.
Supposedly Cheerios is supposed to be GMO-free, too. I don't know if they label it, but they made a big fuss about it like a year ago.
Styrofoam, there's no taste anymore.
It tastes like cardboard? All right. Well, there you go.
I want to play this song for everybody.
Let's rock it!
So the name of this song, you guys, it's by Adria Simone. And the name of the song is Nothing Comes Easy. She's a Canadian singer. The single comes out February 23rd. It's a really cool song. There's no video, so you'll just see us sitting here. Enjoy it. And here it goes, everybody. Nothing Comes Easy by Adria Simone.
Wake up, Ron.
Something special. You must think it's something great, yeah. Well, I got news for you, boy. I'm telling you, yeah, it ain't that bad. Yes, again, my friend, I hope you work it out. Time will only tell you learn what it's about. I never thought this feeling would take over. It's something new. Oh, I just can't ignore. Nothing comes easy with what I got. Nothing comes easy. Had to take a shot. Nothing comes easy with what I want. Nothing comes easy. Who are you to say you love me? Who do you pretend to be? Well, I have all I need, boy, and now it's up to me. Oh, guess again, my friend, I hope you work it out. Time will only tell you what it's about. I never thought this feeling would take over. It's something new, I just can't ignore it, yeah. Nothing comes easy. Work for what I got. Nothing comes easy. Had to take a shot. Nothing comes easy. Work for what I want. Nothing comes easy. Do what I want. Reach for the top. I had to give it all. Oh boy, yeah, it's what I see. You gotta work it out. Then come back to me. Hey, 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 hey.
hope you guys like that. That's Adria Simone. The name of the song is Nothing Comes Easy. It's available February 23rd. We want to welcome Goddess to the chat room because she came on earlier when we already were going with our guest. But hello, Goddess. Hope everything is well with you. And Ron's teeth are terrific because she says she hopes she missed that part when you were telling her.
Oh, I'll show you my teeth again. Meanwhile, that song was rock and roll, my friend. Goddess, look at my new screw-ins.
My new screw-ins.
Aren't they nice? Millions of dollars to get your teeth screwed in, imagine. But never do I need to go to a dentist with about 7 teeth.
There you go. So you guys, I want to do, because since we talked a lot already for this show, I got one other song I want everybody to hear. It's a brand new song. It's also coming out February 23rd. It's by a UK brand called The Landed. It's a really great rock song. The name of the song is All This Love. Chad, we got that?
You know it.
All right, everybody. So here's The Landed. All This Love.
Go, Ron. Go, Ron.
Since when did everyone wanna shout about love? Another invitation. Get your picture taken. Maybe I can feel it too. But would I share it all with you? It doesn't take up all my time. It doesn't take up all my life. I wouldn't leave it all behind. That is true. I don't wanna talk about love. Don't wanna hear about love. It's just a little too much. All this love. Young man, where's the rush? You're overwhelmed by a touch. It's one of many flavors, many see you later. So don't go telling everyone that you think you found the one. You shouldn't take up all your time. You shouldn't take up all your life. You wouldn't leave it all behind. That is true. Don't wanna talk about love. Don't wanna think about love. It's just a little too much. All this love. It doesn't take up all my time. It doesn't take up all my life. I wouldn't leave it all behind. That is true. Don't wanna talk about love. Don't wanna hear about love. It's just a little too much. All this love. I don't wanna talk about love. I don't wanna think about love. It's just a little too much. All this love. All this
Everybody, that's The Landed. All This Love. And all you guys who want to dance with Ron, they all want to dance with you.
I want to dance with everybody, too.
There you go.
Did you know that when I was really young, I wanted to be a chorus boy, which is a dancer, and I dreamed about dancing in MGM films. So I took a couple of lessons, dance, progressive jazz at the time, and then they told me I was too tall to be a chorus boy because I would be taller than all the little fairy girl boys that are there, those little queens, those size 5 girls. vicious little bitches that they were. They all used to tell me, "Oh, you sound tall." I'd smack those queens. Anyway.
So let's do some...
Wait, didn't finish the story.
Okay.
Suddenly, a guy comes along his name is Tommy Toon, and he's 6'7", and he's a chorus boy. Boy, did I miss out. That's the end of the story. What do you want?
I don't know.
Naked? You want me to get naked?
That makes sense.
Well, Tommy Toon is like 6'7", and he wasn't too tall to be a chorus boy, but I was. Tommy Toon.
Maybe he could dance.
No, I could dance. Don't get evil, bitch. I will have to bitch smack you. Tommy Toon came out 10 years after I did, so I was 10 years too premature.
Okay. What's up, everybody? So first of all, let's do some promotions and help with some people. You guys follow some of these cool people on Twitter, you guys. Since everybody's on Twitter, Ron, I'm going to teach Twitter. He's going to be on it. His Twitter is at Ron Russell Show. Follow the Jimmy Star Show on Twitter. I'm at Jimmy Star Show. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at Dr. Jimmy Star. You have Cindy Lady Lake on Twitter, and she's at Lady Lake Music. You have Daddy Muir on Twitter. He's at Daddy Muir. You have... Devon Sawa, who was just on the show, at Devon E. Sawa. You can follow at W4CY Radio.
How about Deirdre? Do Deirdre.
I'm at Deirdre Sorego. Who else we got? We have Goddess at _Goddess111.
Wait, hang on. Meanwhile, Goddess, I saw on my Facebook page that picture of you and the other girl. You're beautiful. You're really pretty. But get rid of the other girl. Just take pictures of yourself.
Oh, at Jimmy McCrary, JIMMYMCCRARY for Over the News, blogspot.com. We've also got Irish Ginger, but I don't know what her Twitter. It's Irish Ginger OFFI to follow Irish Ginger. And Lady Lake's partner is Jen, and she's at Lady Lake Jen. So let's follow all these cool people on Twitter. We've been getting all kinds of things to what do you call it when they do it on Twitter and it what's the word? Fuck. What's the word?
See, he's old. I don't know.
Trend. Get everything to trend, you guys, on Twitter. And follow Ken Pettigrew. He's at Ken Pettigrew. And thanks, Cindy. Cindy wrote trend in the chat room. I just totally had a brain fart. But everybody get on there. Some other cool Twitter people. You've got at Independent Shar, at Twin Radio, at Stefan Bell, at Just_Tina. At Medicateur, and at Tweetnado Love, LUV.
Are you done? I'm bored.
I don't care if you're bored. Everybody else isn't because they know what I'm talking about.
Totally bored.
And Chad, we got to get you on Twitter. Goddess is on there. We got Goddess on there. Let's get you on there.
Well, if Goddess is on there, I got to get on there then.
That's right.
I'll help you tweet.
All right.
And your handle could be Chad Hunk.
God. Okay.
You're so handsome, Chad. You should be an actor.
Thanks, sir.
Does our audience know how handsome you are? Is there any way of showing your face to people?
Hell no.
Hell no. Because we have a voice without a face. Girls, he's really and he's built like a big brick shit house. He's got muscles. Big muscles. He's like Popeye.
Not a brick house, but a brick shit house.
No, really. You're very handsome with an enormous physique. You know, you have one of those weightlifters' bodies.
Yeah.
He's very handsome, girls. If you saw him in person, you'd all melt.
I love Heather.
Oh, who's talking about Heather? We're not setting you up with the world. See how men get right away pussy whipped.
Just in case she's listening. Hi, babe.
Tell her to get over it. She knows what she's got. She screws you. So, I mean, she sees you naked.
More the merrier, Heather. Come on over.
You know.
Not that way? Okay.
You got it. No.
No, Heather knows what she's got. What do you think? She's stupid? How long is Heather with you?
13.
Well, if she's with you 13 years, she must definitely have some kind of a likeness for you.
Right.
Some kind of
I don't know what it is, but she's still here.
You guys too. If you guys want to follow the radio station on Twitter, it's at W4CY Radio. You can also follow Dean Piper and his show, and that's at Pipe Man Radio.
Pipe Man Radio.
Oh no, I'm with Dean anyway. What's his latest carryings on?
He was just handing me notes telling to pass on to stop saying F-U-C-K so many times.
Well, as I said, I promised my fan I would only say it 10 times in a show.
10 times is too many, though.
No, but I did it this once for my fan. Somebody sent me an email saying, we missed your saying fuck, F.
Oops.
Well, you say it funny. They said, you don't offend. It's very comical. and they understood when I wrote back that sometimes a punchline needs the word.
Yeah, the iHeart profanity bill's getting high over here.
No, but seriously, if you abuse the word and use it incorrectly, it could be offensive. But if you say it with humor and it's the button to the joke, it's okay.
But they don't really want us to say it. So.
Well, I know iHeart has it fit, so I'm not going to say that word anymore.
It's not just iHeart; it's the regulars can't use the word 0 times.
Well, hey, it's Pipe Man.
How did he get back in?
Somebody let me in.
I thought he left for the day. Oh, he's there still.
Left for the day. I've been working like 26 hours a day lately.
Listen, I use that word because that word makes people relax. Believe it or not, I get weird fans.
Yeah, it also gets radio stations shut down. By the way, just saying.
But I'm going to send you.
He's not going to say it anymore.
No, I'm not going to say it anymore. But I'm going to send you my email that what these people, these crazy people out there, love it. They feel it makes me natural, real, down to earth. I don't know what the hell.
Say fart instead.
No, I don't use that word. That word offends me, but the other one doesn't. But I'll try very hard. Now with my new teeth, I don't want to say anything vulgar. Right. Nothing vulgar should pass these pearly white teeth.
There you go.
So there you go.
You can do vulgar things, just don't say them.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say a little bit of effers. I'll just say frickin' now, like you do. I'll do frickin'.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, is that? Oh, it's so frickin' bad. Oh, I feel so frickin'
It's okay if it's gay, though, because you're gay.
I'm so frickin' angry. Get out of here. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a tough guy. What do you think? I'm some fairy.
Okay.
I'm fairy, right?
Or you could use the word "it's so faggin' gay," something like that, instead of F-U-C-K-N.
Fukin' bad. It's a fuke.
And they say freaking is good.
No, when I was young, we used to use the word fuke. Did you fuke?
But you might be able to. I'd have to check. You might be able to say fungul because
that's too ethnic.
It sounds sexier,
Doesn't work. You know that when you do stand up like I did for how many friggin' years? 42 years or whatever.
See, friggin' worked.
Friggin'. But in my day when I started doing stand up, you could not curse. The audience would absolutely get up and leave. I mean, it was offensive, horrific. If you said shit or hell, they would have a nervous breakdown.
You can't say S-H-I-T either, by the way.
Dang.
That's a natural form. That's nature.
Yeah, well, It's not allowed on the radio.
Now we're becoming like Obama.
You also can't describe specifically sexual acts.
Oh, please. I thought we were
Which that just killed my show.
And your show.
I thought we were uncensored and unfiltered.
Things have changed, my friend.
Since when? Trump's not in office.
Since December 24th.
Oh, wow. I can't breathe. This is, how can I work without saying a couple of...
Right. We only got a minute left. You can go. Get
your O2 we only have a minute left. So everybody follow all the different people that we talked about on Twitter. We had a great show today with Devon Sawa. Please follow at Devon E. Sawa on Twitter also. And everybody in the chat room, thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of great things happening at W4CY and the Jimmy Star Show.
Oh, was that the new news you were going to tell Jimmy about? That bullshit about we can't curse or do descriptions? I think it's horrible.
You can't say the S-H-I-T word.
Said it again.
Oh, well, censorship is horrible. You can't censor.
You got a lot of editing to do.
Who can swear here?
No, come on. It's censorship is. What are we in Russia? Communists? I mean, I know that Sanders is a communist, but do we have to have him already? He's not even a president.
Anyway, we're working on all. Everybody, Chad, we want to thank you for being the greatest engineer ever.
My pleasure.
You guys, make sure you tune in to us next week, 3 to 5 p.m. on W4CY, which is the same from 12 to 2 on K4HD Radio.
And now
LA.
that we're the new Christian network, we're going to be hallelujah.
And Jimmy Star is the it.
Oh, yeah. We have to get rid of Jimmy's opening song because they talk about getting LAID.
That's okay.
That's okay. You just can't be descriptive.
Yeah, you just can't be descriptive. All right, we got to go, everybody. You guys, thank you so much, chat room. Thanks, everybody, for turning in.
And thank you for listening.
And everybody, praise the Lord.
Thank you for listening to the Christian
sexy, your game is tight. Gonna get laid tonight. You need Jimmy Star. Jimmy Star. You need Jimmy Star. Jimmy Star.
One day I was walking down the street. My mate come up to me and said, "Hey mate, wanna go to a party?" I'm like, talking about, love? I ain't got no gums.